So in your kit, you'll have the directions with the QR code at the top and the ingredients on the bottom. You get 1 potato, some clarified butter, some panko breadcrumbs, some balsamic syrup, some blue cheese crumbles, kosher salt, black pepper, some thyme sprigs, clove of garlic, oyster mushroom, some Brussels sprouts, and these are beef shoulder tournedos. A tournedo is a petite steak that has a tall profile. First thing we want to get started is our potato rosti. A rosti potato is a potato cake that has a nice crust on the outside. If you have a box grater, use the one that has this size teeth on it. You would grate the potato and then combine it with a little bit of salt, pepper, and some clarified butter. If you don't have a box grater, I'll show you a different way to accomplish the potato rosti. First, you would just start in some cold water. Anytime you're cooking root vegetables, you always want to start it in cold water so that the exterior doesn't cook faster than the interior. So we're going to put that in the water, then we're going to cook it until the inside is tender. We're going to prep our vegetables. So the oyster mushrooms, right where it is a cluster, just separate all that. And then the Brussels sprouts, we're going to take off the bottom and we're going to quarter them. Peel away any leaves that need to be discarded. Then we're going to blanch just the Brussels sprouts in salted boiling water. So we're going to add some salt to the water for the Brussels sprouts. And then we're going to cook them off until they're tender. After they're tender, we're going to remove them and reserve them. And then right before we plate up, we're going to saute them with a little bit of butter. And if you get beef shoulder tender in the store, it's also known as teres major, but there's 2 on each animal, 1 on each side behind the shoulder blade. Essentially it would look like this. So you would have to clean it up. It's called silver skin or sinew. You would put your knife tip underneath the silver skin and go away from your body. The angle of the knife would be towards the silver skin, so you're not getting a lot of the meat on there. And you would just keep doing that until it's nice and clean. And then once you have it nice and clean like this, you would just trim up the end. And then you can cut little petite steaks from it. And they're nice and tall, cylindrical, and very tender. So make sure you season it all the way around, nice and evenly. And then we're gonna put it in our pan with the oil. We're gonna add that garlic, or just smash it on a cutting board before adding it, as well as some thyme sprigs. And you don't wanna move the steaks too much, but you can baste it while it cooks. So we've got a nice sear on both sides. We're gonna go ahead and make the breadcrumb mixture for the top. So for the blue cheese breadcrumb mixture, we're just gonna put the panko breadcrumbs, the blue cheese, a little bit of black pepper, and then some kosher salt, and just a splash of oil. We pack the blue cheese crust on top, and then we're gonna finish cooking it in the oven. I cook it to an internal temperature that you desire. I cook it to about 132, 134. This is in case you didn't have a box grater. We'll finish this up. Basically, you're just gonna slice it. Season it with salt, black pepper, half of the clarified butter that we had in the kit. Mix that up gently.